So today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Connecticut Sun and the Atlanta Dream game. Sorry this is late. I rewatched this one. So starting off, I wanted to talk about Sanaya Rivers today for Connecticut Sun. Okay, she finishes with 16 points. She had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 43.8% field goal percentage, 7 to 16 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 1 free throws, 2 turnovers, and 48.7% true shooting. Okay, so the efficiency will come. It will for sure. But I really enjoyed watching her this game. I believe that she started, which like I've been saying, she needs to start, okay? You just see how impactful that she is offensively, defensively. She hit a deep three, which was cool. She got a steal off Ryan. She was able to score off that as well. Able to just see space for open layups and take it. And you just have what she's able to do defensively as well. And I'll show some of her decent stats as well, but I really like what I saw from her. But yeah, overall, I really liked what I saw from her. I think she'll be one of the best threes in the W for years to come. So just wanted to put some more appreciation for Sanaya Rivers because I always really enjoy watching her game. Also wanted to show this for Sanaya Rivers. So she had 62 steals and 38 blocks on the season. Her first year in the league, her rookie year in the year, mind you. So this is awesome. This is awesome. So just wanted to take a second to highlight this. The scoring, she'll get her numbers up there more. We've seen some flashes and stuff. The defense is already so good, and yeah, she's just going to be so solid for years to come. So I just really enjoy watching her play. Want to take a second to highlight her defense as well. We look at Marina Mabrey. She had a decent game. 22 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal, 53.3% field goal percentage, 8 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 7 from the 3, made all the free throws, 4 turnovers, which that's egregious, and 65.6% true shooting. She had this one deep 3, okay? That was cool. She had some layups. She was able to do a little bit of everything offensively. So, it's some good stuff for Marina. And I forgot to say this for Sanaya, but she's a very underrated passer of the basketball, okay? She be having those nice assists to Marina, okay? I be noticing. So I appreciate that. We look at everyone else for the Connecticut Sun. Aaliyah Edwards, 23 minutes, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 steals, 14.3% field goal percentage. I didn't know she had 5 steals, okay? So she definitely was moving me out with some of the defensive plays that she has. And she's someone who hustles all around the floor, offensively, defensively. My problem with her is that she gets in foul trouble, okay? That's my big problem with her, as I always say when I mention her game. And also being 14% from the field. Just the shot selection wasn't great. And she was just missing some easy layups and, some shots that should be made. So it is what it is. You look at Anissa Moore, 32 minutes, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, 21.4% field goal percentage. Also a double-double for Anissa Moore. So you guys know I love me a good double-double. So you say that 1. 2, I looked at her stats. I believe she was 3 of 14 from the field. She just kept taking bad shots, I really think. There was multiple times where she was double-teamed and the paint was crowded. And I get sometimes just like, fuck it, I'm going to go for the end one. But her shot selection is like, you should kick it out a little bit more or just have some more of the outside shots as well. So you have those things. She missed like 3 free throws today. So you gotta be better at those things. She went to the line once and she missed both. I can appreciate her hustle and how she plays the game. We just gotta get the efficiency up there and everything. So those things will come, I'm sure of it. But those are some of my takeaways. Why do I keep fucking up my words? You look at Lindsay Allen, 33 minutes, 4 points, 8 rebound, 1 assist, 20% from the field. Like I said, as a Chicago Sky watcher last year, she's ass, okay? What was the play she missed? I think someone set her up for an easy play. I think she blew the reverse. She blew some play, and it pissed me off. So, Lindsay Allen ass, we've been new. You look at Tina Charles, 19 minutes, 9 points, 1 rebound, I think 2 assists. I might have her assists messed up. Tina Charles had some nice stuff, okay? She had some nice minis, and, it's some good stuff, okay? Tina Charles been in the league for so long and still able to be impactful. Like, she just makes it look easy, okay? And shout out to her. I think she got, like, the Dawn Staley Community or Leadership Award or something like that. So congratulations to her for that achievement. We continue on to Ray, 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebound, 2 steal, 50%. She had some good moments, but she had a moment or two that pissed me off if I remember correctly. Marshall, 4 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, okay. Peters, 4 minutes, 0 points, 1 rebound, okay. Lacan did not play. They would have had a chance to win this game if Lacan was playing. I really do believe that. Hartley is out, as we know, and Olivia Nelson-Adona has been out with her back. So those are those things. Now we continue on to the advanced metrics for the game, okay? So in the first quarter, the Atlanta Dream lead 31-13. Connecticut Sun just playing terribly, not able to get their shots to go through defensively. They weren't showing up enough. So the first quarter, was terrible. The second quarter, okay, that's when they started to pick it up a little bit, 20-15. The third quarter is when they really started making the game close, okay? They were getting beat by like 20, 30 points. It was ugly. It was ugly, okay? The third quarter, they really responded, just putting a lot of defensive pressure on them. I don't know if this happened in the third or fourth quarter, but they got a steal off Jordan Canada. Ryan Howard, she tried to get the ball to Bree Jones, tosses it out of bounds. There was a Sanaya steal on Ryan as well. Like, they had multiple times where they were able to force some good turnovers. I think Aaliyah had 5 steals as well, like I was talking about earlier. So third quarter, they really turned up the pressure defensively, was able to force the Dream into some dumb mistakes. The Dream shot selection wasn't great, and I kind of went cold with the scoring, and they went on a run. So the third quarter, they really responded. And in the fourth quarter, it was 17-14. So yeah, like I said, I really think if they had a look on, like, they had the potential to win this game, okay? And it's moments like this where I say that I do not have Atlanta winning the championship, okay? People said all year, Atlanta to the ship this, Atlanta to the ship that. When you have almost a 20 to 30 point lead, and they basically almost pissed this away, okay? They got lucky. But the thing is, like, you can't count all the other teams shitting the bed and stuff for you to be able to win the game, because in the playoffs this just not going to keep happening, okay? Atlanta goes versus the Aces in the playoffs, they're probably not winning that shit. They can't be the Aces. They said during the broadcast that that's the one team that they have not beat this year. And so when you live and die by the 3 and you have bad shot selection, and the defense from Atlanta was really iffy this game, in my opinion, okay? The box score may have you think the defense was better than it was, but, you know, Connecticut just be bricking. They just be bricking, okay? Ryan's a solid defender, and they have good moments of defense, but overall, like, child, it's just, like I said, it's moments like today why I don't have Atlanta winning the chip. And you see these things firsthand when you live and die by the 3. That shit gets so old. But we move on. Biggest leads 24, and I can't see the lead that the Connecticut Sun had as well. Oh, and I forgot to say this before I move on. But the first time I watched this game, I really just disassociated. You know, when you look at the screen and you're watching the game, but you're not really processing it. I don't know. I was watching it, but I wasn't mentally there. So then I had to rewatch it again, and there was some good stuff in the rewatch. Do I think you should catch the replay? Probably not. Just look at the highlights, but that's just my opinion. Now we continue on. So runs. Atlanta Dream had a 14-4 run in the first quarter. They had a 25-4 run in the first quarter, into the second quarter, and then the Sun had a 17-5 run in the third quarter. Best player streaks, Bree Jones with 4, and you had Tina Charles with 4 as well. Now we continue on for the head-to-head metrics. So from the field, Atlanta Dream were 33 of 61, 54.1%. So they shot better than I originally thought. And then you look at Connecticut Sun, 26 of 73, 35.6%. Okay, just missing some easy bunnies around the rim, and like you gotta make those. So you have that as well, and just some bad shot selection down the stretch. And then you look at the 3. Atlanta Dream were 10 of 27 from 3. So this is actually decent, but they still piss me off. And then you look at Connecticut Sun, 3 of 20 from the 3, 15%. You look at free throws, 12 of 14 for Atlanta and 17 of 21 for the Connecticut Sun. Turnovers, 13 to 11. Rebounds, 35 to 46. So rebounding was a huge part. And I just remember this possession that pissed me off for Connecticut, okay? There was a play, I think Sanaya missed. Who else missed? Somebody else missed. And then Aaliyah missed. Like 3 players missed back to back to back to back. And I kept getting the rebounds. I'm just like, damn, all y'all are missing. Connecticut didn't do a good enough job capitalizing off of those second chance opportunities, bro. They bricked so many second chance points. So that's going to be huge in the stats later. You look at assists, 26 to 14, blocks 9 to 1, defensive rebounds 26 to 21, offensive rebounds 5 to 14. This is huge. And then you look at points off turnovers, 15 to 13. So there you go. We continue on. Points in the paint, 36 to 30, fast break points 2 to 11. Okay, so that, you know, way better in transition. Second chance points 16 to 12. So interesting. Okay, they had more second chance points than I thought. But bro, if you watch that game, so many sold layups. You look at steals 10 to 7, and you look at personal fouls 18 to 14. Why did the Connecticut Sun lose this game? Like I said, I mean, 26 to 73, 3 of 20. These are not winning numbers. So I think that that's a big part of it. Like I said, I think if they had Lacan, like I really think that they could have pulled this game out. Honestly, truly, with her offense, with her defense, I think that they could have pulled this game out. So, you know, that hurts them. Hartley is out for the rest of the year. That hurts them. Olivia Nelson-Adota being out hurts them. I think the coaching is not as good, and the rotations is not as good from the coach as a Carl Semesco as well. And Carl Semesco just has a more talented roster, you know. The Sun are starting to put together some more stuff, and they had some really nice stuff at the end. They finished the year with, I believe, 11 wins, so you have to give appreciation to what they've been doing, you know, the adversity that they struck through in the season, able to turn it around. And, you know, the future is bright. So those are my thoughts there on the Connecticut Sun, side. I did have to rewatch this game because I give a review of every single game that I watched, and I just didn't feel it was fair to give a review when I zoned out the first time. So that's why it's late. I had to give it a rewatch and run it back and talk about some stuff that was highlighted for me. But now we move on to the Atlanta side, and now we look at the Atlanta Dream side. Okay, so Alicia Gray finishes with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay, 60% field goal percentage, 3 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the three, 4 of 5 free throws, 1 turnover, 90.3% true shooting. Okay, to be honest, I was watching this game more so from a Connecticut Sun perspective. I would expect Alicia Gray to take more shots in this. A lot of people said Jordan Canada is the reason for, I guess, her not having as many shots and stuff. So I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to that during this game. So Atlanta Dream fans, please let me know what you think down below in the comments on that. So that could maybe be something. Also, you have the fact that maybe they were just guarding her heavily and making her have to pass out the ball. I wasn't really looking at this side specifically. It's really not a bad stat line to finish with, to be honest. We look at Ryan Howard. She finishes with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. She has 3 steals and 1 block, okay? 54.5% field goal percentage, 6 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3, no free throws, 4 turnovers, and 68.2% true shooting percentage. The 4 turnovers, I mean, that's not good. I will say this is probably one of the more efficient games that I've seen Ryan play. She tends to be a volume shooter, at least from what I've seen. So, you take this. This is really not a bad stat line to finish with. This is something that's efficient for her. Outside of the turnovers, I really don't have a problem with this, And, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. She hit a nice midi. She hit a 3. She's able to do a little bit of everything on the court, and her defense is really solid as well. So you take that, one of the best threes in the league. We'll look at everyone else for the Atlanta Dream. Brittany Griner finishes with 21 minutes, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 63% from the field. And she had 4 blocks. I don't know if I forgot to say this or not. But she actually played well today. Like I said, most of the time I see her play, it's not good hoops, okay? She got some shots at the basket, able to take advantage of it, get some layups. She got some blocks. So, this is a solid game for Brittany Griner from the bench. So I have to give her 10s. We already talked about those 2. Pow, 31 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 33% from the floor. From the points for 31 minutes, it's not good straight up, but at least she was able to contribute in other aspects of the game. You look at Bree Jones, 16 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 71% from the field. Bree Jones is doing good things for the Atlanta Dream, okay? I don't watch this team a whole lot, but every time I do, she's pretty much always a positive for them. If you look at what she's able to get you, at the rim and stuff, able to exploit her mismatches, able to get those tough and ones as well. And, the effort that she puts in the rebounding, and, those things don't go unnoticed by me. So it's a good game for Bree Jones today. Nia Coffey, 15 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds. I can't see the rest, 44% from the floor. It ain't bad for the time. You would like more efficiency, sure, but I think she hit a 3. She had some good plays this game. We continue on. Naz Hillman, 27 minutes, only 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 75% from the floor. I would like more for the time. Caldwell, 29 minutes, only 3 points, 25% from the floor is not going to cut it. I skipped ahead, but that just pissed me off. 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Jordan Canada, 9 minutes, only 4 points. She only played 9 minutes, I guess. 4 assists, 1 steal, 100% from the floor. I'm guessing that she's recovering. I forget what's wrong. Is it her hamstring or something? So they're probably just going to ease her back in, So I didn't realize she played so little minutes. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, 4 minutes and only 1 assist. Kanye had nothing. And Thierry is out, so we see that. Why did the Atlanta Dream win this game? Kind of like I was talking about, they just have better personnel. They have better coaching with Carlos Mesco. They shot better from the field and from the 3 specifically. And they were just able to do what they needed to do. They had a big lead. That's the beginning. Almost chucked it away. Like I said, the Connecticut Sun cut it down to about 9, I believe. And then in the end, they responded. They made the shots. Connecticut Sun made some shots, but they didn't make as much. And, they tightened up their defense. I still stand by what I say about this team not getting deep in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. They're not going to a finals. I really don't see that. If that happens and I'm wrong, I'm happy to say that. Like I said, I really think that it's going to be Minnesota and that it's going to be Las Vegas at this rate, okay? My mind has been changed. Let me know what you guys think of this game down below. What are plays that you liked? What are plays that you didn't like? And we can ultimately continue that conversation. But thank you guys so much for watching.